In this video, I'm going to quickly go over the steps needed to use Maya with the Herberger render farm. The first thing you need to do is make sure you have mounted both the user data drive and the deadline repository drive. Maya needs these to be mounted before it launches, or else it will not be able to see the plugin for network rendering. Since those are mounted, let's go ahead and launch Maya. First thing we'll do here is open a scene. This scene has already been configured for rendering. The resolution, number of frames, output type, and all other information has already been configured just as if it was going to be rendered locally. Go up to the Deadline tab in the top right and you'll notice the only item in that menu is an icon that looks a little bit like the Maya logo. This is the Deadline plugin. Go ahead and click on that to launch it. There are really only 3 things you need to change in the plugin menu. Everything else should be left as the defaults. First thing you need to do is make sure that both the pool and group are set to Maya. Your job won't render if it's submitted to a different application's pool or group. Next, you want to make sure that the concurrent tasks is set to 16. This will allow multiple frames to be rendered at the same time and will help your project finish as quickly as possible. The next thing you need to do is make sure your output path is going to your user shared folder on the user data drive. The render farm can't place the finished files directly on your computer, so you need to make sure that all your output goes to this shared network space. User data share lists the folders of all the students in the Herberger Institute. You can't access them, but you'll have to sort through them to find your own. The quickest way to find your folder is to just click on one and then begin typing your ASU Write username. Once in your folder, find or create a location that you want for your finished files to be delivered and click Choose. Once you've selected your folder, simply click Submit Job and it will be sent off to the render farm. You'll receive a submission results report once the render farm has accepted your job. Unless there are any major errors in your file, the report should say that your job was submitted successfully. Now, this doesn't guarantee that there are no issues with your job, but it did pass the initial submission tests and has been submitted to the render queue.